to Underwire Podcast. I am Dominique, and if you are returning, thank you. And if you're new, welcome. So today we are joined with Elisa Allen for... Hi. Sorry, go ahead. Say hi.
Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe.
I'm so not...
To my friend's podcast, please.
I'm so not taking that out. It's too funny. People are going to have a sense of humor that watch us. Because
if you want to watch this podcast, listen.
Okay.
First of all, you have to like and subscribe.
Yes, please.
Okay.
We are talking today about how to have satisfaction with every meal.
Yes.
Stick around till the end because Elisa's going to tell you how you will never overindulge again. She has a secret to how to not overindulge. If you didn't see The Art of Saying No or To Walk is to Win, please go back and watch that. If you don't know who Elisa is, she has been an industry fitness vet with over 13 years experience. She specializes in functional nutrition and metabolism. We talk a lot about hormones, middle-aged women. It all plays into weight loss, health, wellness, working out, the whole 9 yards. She has a website, and I'm going to have her say at the beginning, what is your website?
E360fit.com.
So she has videos on there, or you can do online training with her. She's a wellness coach. Yeah. So much fun stuff. And I'm not going to talk about myself, but I was in the industry way back in the caveman days.
So started.
We're not blowing smoke up your culos. We know a little bit of what we're talking about. Okay.
So that word makes me jump. I'm like, what is she saying? What I think?
Culo. Okay. You're behind. Mm-hmm. All right. So Elisa.
Yes.
What would you say? What's the first thing you want to say about being satisfied with every meal? What's your secret sauce?
Okay. Secret sauce is this. First thing we have to do, you guys, let's deconstruct. No meal happens in isolation. Okay. So what I mean by that is, think about it. If you're a person who has a very, all right, let's think of the healthiest breakfast, best practices in health and fitness we can think of. How about egg whites and broccoli?
Yeah, there you go.
That sound lovely?
Think, yeah.
Okay.
Look at me. I deserve a medal.
Mm-hmm. Egg whites and broccoli, everybody. So on paper, on Instagram, every fitness person is going to be like, yes, that's an amazing nutrient-dense meal. That's protein and fiber. It's fantastic. Okay, it is horrifying. First of all, here's what's going to happen. Egg whites and broccoli is a best practice meal. Okay, so you gag it down.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Here comes your snack. Okay, here's your snack. It's an apple and 11 almonds.
Yeah.
Okay, you're having a really good day.
Right.
Okay, now here comes lunch. And what you're going to do is you're going to do a dried piece of chicken. You're going to have it on some lettuce. Okay, you're going to use lemon juice and olive oil. And you're going to have this dry ass chicken salad for lunch. Okay, you're going to go to this would be your second snack of the day. And I think you're probably just going to repeat. So it'll probably be 11 almonds and 1 apple. Then you're going to go home and have dinner. And it's a variation on lunch. Okay. And what that is, will be a sweet potato, it'll be a whole bunch of broccoli, and it'll be a piece of white fish that's really dry.
Wait, I'm depressed. But
okay, get ready. Okay, so this is if you were trying to diet. This is best practices.
Okay.
Yeah? Okay, so best practice meal. That's a perfect day, you guys, right? That's, low calorie, high protein, high fiber. Perfect on paper. Very low in taste. So here's the problem. You do best practice Monday. You can probably gag the whole day down again on Tuesday. You can probably do it again. Wednesday night, we start getting a little ouchy, right? Peanut butter pretzels are looking good. Everything around the house is looking good. Here's usually what happens by Thursday night. It is a cascade of junk. Okay. Because you have deprived so much, you have put yourself in deprivation. And because you're so deprived, it is going to lead to an overindulgence. Please always remember, an overindulgence is never because you're weak and you don't have willpower. It's because of the previous deprivation. You are so deprived that you are literally housing tacos and eating Cocoa Pebbles and eating things you don't even like. Like you're eating the kids' gummies while you're waiting for stuff to come out of the microwave, and when you're going to go get ice cream with your family too. Like you don't even want some of this stuff, but you're eating it because you're so deprived. And the deprivation causes the overindulgence. So if you can be satisfied every single time you eat, there will be no overindulgence.
Correct.
Right.
But that requires patience on our part. Because, as women, we were trained, I'm 20 and I'm going to go to the beach. I'm going to starve myself for a week so I lose 10 pounds.
Right.
And now we're older, and guess what? That doesn't work anymore.
No, it doesn't work, period. Because satisfaction, you guys, it is a feeling. It's not an amount.
Wait, should we sing the song? I can't sing.
I was like, oh my gosh.
Good song.
You can sing. It was good. I can't sing at all, so I can't be a part of this. You may sing.
Oh my gosh. Okay, sorry.
But here's the thing, you guys. So let's do this together, okay? So, Dom, what could we add to egg whites and broccoli to make that more delicious?
To make it more exciting?
To make it good. To make it yummy.
Okay, I'm going to be good and say like little Tabasco sauce. Salsa.
Okay.
I'm trying to be good. I mean, if you want to know the truth, I would want like a piece of peanut butter toast or something.
Okay, here we go. Okay, now we're on the right track. So say we took this best practice meal, which is egg whites and broccoli, and how could we make this better? Well, what if we added a little bit of yolk? Well, yeah. Of course. What if we added some cheese?
Oh, yeah, now you're talking.
And then what if we added some chopped up potato and made a scramble?
Making me hungry.
So now we have egg whites, broccoli, a little bit of potato, yolk, and cheese, and now we have this delicious mess of a scramble.
Yeah.
Now let me ask you a question. If you ate this delicious scramble, you probably wouldn't have the 11 almonds and an apple. Lunch would be later in the day, and you would be more apt to pick in a healthy lunch. Not a depriving lunch, though. Not the chicken breast, whatever. Like, add a little satisfaction to meals. And how do we add the satisfaction factor? Well, here's what you do. You look at your meal and you say to yourself, on a scale of 1 to 10, how satisfied am I with this meal? If the answer is 7 or below, add some satisfaction.
Okay.
And the best way to do that, dietary fat is a condiment.
Okay.
Dairy as a condiment. Think of the taste you want to experience. Mm-hmm. Okay. Ooh, I want salty. Ooh, I want sweet. Really hone in with what's going on with you to increase satisfaction.
Okay. I need to stop you there because I want listeners to really understand what you're saying. I want them to get it because I just had a light bulb moment.
Okay.
When I am craving something, if I deprive myself of that, forget it.
Horrible.
That is all I can think about all week.
Never.
And then I end up binging.
Yep.
So if I did want something salty or sweet that morning, what you're saying is let's do it in a wise way. Let's bring in foods. I'm not saying go eat a donut, but
let's find a healthy workaround for a donut, though.
Let's find a healthy workaround so that you satisfy your craving.
Right.
Which again, we got to admit it. Those cravings again tie into our cycle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if say you're craving chocolate, okay, let's have some chocolate. But you could, you guys, ladies, this is the best day and age because here's why. Thankfully, the entire world is doing keto wrong, okay, which has given us an abundance of healthy snacks.
They're doing keto wrong?
Oh, everybody does. Most everybody does.
Why? Can I go off on a tangent and ask you why?
Okay, so to get to ketosis, most people think with keto that it is high protein. Okay, it is very low carb, and it is fats. Fats rule. Keto is 80% fat.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. I'd say 85% fat, 15% carbohydrate, 15% protein, and 5% carbohydrates.
Oh.
So literally, like a couple blueberries, that's it for the day.
Oh no! I don't like keto. I won't touch it.
Well, it's not attainable. But the thing is, they're making all these products to be alluring. To get people into ketosis. Well, none of those products are going to get you there. But yay for all of us, right? Because it's giving us a ton of healthy workarounds. Oh. We got healthier buns now. We have a chocolate made with stevia. We have all these fantastic things. So and God bless it, rest his soul, Dr. Atkins with his delicious peanut butter cups.
Oh my gosh, I remember the Atkins diet.
They're so good. They're so good.
So for people that are following a regimen like you want people to follow, which is healthy,
yes,
balanced eating, we are benefiting from all of these keto snacks, is what you're saying.
From all the crazy snacks.
Good.
We're unless you have extreme gut issues and can't have sugar, alcohols, things like that, you have to be mindful of who you are. And honestly, you guys, single ingredient foods are the way to go.
Yeah.
You want to know everything that's in a thing. But we are in a very unique time where if you have gnarly cravings for chocolate or sweets or gummies or anything like that, right now, they are making healthy workarounds.
Yeah.
So don't ignore cravings. Find a healthy workaround. Think about pleasant rituals with eating. Like, Dom, we were just talking about getting friends together and going for a dinner. That is a pleasant ritual. We're there way too long.
Yeah.
And I can still remember our dinner we had 2 Christmases ago at the Herdick House because it was so intense. I remember your shirt.
My leopard.
I remember everything about the evening. Too. I remember Angie's.
Do you remember when I fell going out the door?
I wasn't even going to talk about. I'm just saying.
Well, that's a big step down.
I'm just saying. A ritual.
Yes.
A pleasant event. Be with
family, community, positive endorphins.
Husband and wife.
Yes.
Date night.
Yes.
Daughter and mom. Date night.
Dad and daughter
date night. These are all pleasant rituals. So if we can add satisfaction to meals, not just with dietary fats as a condiment, not just with dairy as a condiment, not just with the taste or the craving we're having, but the ritual, the beauty of what we are doing that evening. So that is the thing with satisfaction, because here's the thing, you guys. We are all victims of diet culture. So we know 2 extremes. We know deprivation and we know overindulgence. Mm-hmm. And as I just told you, that is a boomerang. The more you deprive, you boomerang back to an overindulgence. And this vicious cycle doesn't end, but what cuts right down the middle is satisfaction. Mm-hmm. If you are satisfied every single time you eat, you will not overindulge.
Right.
It just doesn't happen. Sure. The scramble you and I just made in our head isn't quite as picture perfect healthy as the meal we said, but we're going to be fuller longer. Mm-hmm. Satiety levels are going to be through the roof. Mm-hmm. If your breakfast is a 10 out of 10, you're going to be more apt to pick a healthier item for lunch.
Absolutely.
If lunch is delicious, say you go to, one of the local restaurants and you get a salad, but it has French fries on it. Get the freaking fries.
Yeah.
Get those 8 French fries.
It goes back to what Grandma used to say.
Yes.
Moderation.
Yes.
And you know what we've lost in this country, and it makes me so sad, because if you come from a strong ethnic background, you know your culture's meals and how to prepare them.
Yes.
And I'm telling you, so many cultures have it right because they're cooking, they're not eating the processed foods.
Right.
And they are eating with their families. And they are enjoying their food.
And they don't use omega-6 oils. They're using good oil.
Right.
They're using olive oil. They're using coconut oil. They're using,
And they always say, because I basically, not on purpose, but I just basically eat a Mediterranean diet because that's just what my culture is.
Yeah.
And it's yummy. I'm sorry.
It's yummy.
You're not taking my food from me.
No.
I enjoy food.
It's satisfying.
Exactly.
It's fantastic. There's cheese.
I played the deprivation game when I was younger.
Never.
And guess what?
Never again.
It's just, you have to find a balance. I'm not saying, to be gluttonous. I'm not saying that at all. But you have to find a balance. And it's so important what you said, to enjoy your food.
But that's the thing. My truth method that I do with my one-on-one clients, we always do this. I teach this first. This is the first thing I teach, is this moderation 365. But the thing is, what we don't want is another generation of people like us. Mm. Okay. We don't want
for many reasons.
Sorry. We don't want to be, I promised myself when my daughter was born, I had Parker very late. I had her when I was 39. And I promised myself I would never be weird with food around her, ever.
Good. Thank you.
Let's go for ice cream. Yes. I don't skip it.
Good.
I don't say we can't have things like that in the house.
Mm-hmm.
When we go on vacation, we go to that pizza shop that has that slice of pizza that's the size of our heads.
Yeah.
We do it.
Yeah.
We do all of it. Do you want to bite it? Yes. Do you want?
Now, I will say when I was raising my girls,
Yeah.
I was looked at as the crazy mom.
Yeah.
But people had a misconception about me. They thought I did what you said you wouldn't do. I never deprived my girls.
No.
But guess what I did? When they were 6, they knew what hydrogenated oils were.
Yeah.
Gabriella gave a lecture at a lunch table one time, but
Like
anyway.
Parker.
Yeah.
Right.
So they always had their little snacky foods.
Yeah.
But we did organic. We didn't do all of the oils.
Yeah.
And So the MSG is another big one.
Right.
You can eat and enjoy and have fun, and so can your kids without going for the crap.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, and you can find healthy workarounds, and you can figure it out with like it can also be a fun family thing. Like, oh, how could we do that?
Yeah,
like,
it could turn into an activity.
Yeah.
Now, can I ask you a question without ruining your flow?
Yeah.
Can you talk a little bit about food combinations? Because I've always been intrigued by that. Does that help with satisfaction at the meals?
Food combinations like what?
Okay, so like, along the fitness journey, I've heard, don't eat your protein first. Don't eat a protein and a carb together. Don't eat fruit with your meal. Eat it after. Have you seen any truth to any of these food combination, crazy kind of theories?
So those are food rules.
Okay.
There are very few that are big dial movers. I would say for all of you out there, if you think about all the food rules you've ever tried to follow, you right now are following something you Googled 20 years ago or 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Honest to God, you are. And you don't even know it. But here's the thing. For food timing, like you were just talking about, and this with that and no fruit with this or that, friends, unless you are planning to get on a stage in a bikini and you need me to come there and smother tan all over you because you are in your physique competition, that is a silly food rule for our purposes. We be out here normal women. Okay. No. Here's the big dial movers.
Yeah.
Here's what's going to move the dial for you. Protein, fiber, and water. That's simple.
Gotcha.
That's it. Protein, fiber,
all
and
very
water.
important. Right.
Yes.
Okay.
And everything else, is very nitpicky, and it's a very small dial mover. Remember, there was years ago, I remember waiting on people when I was a waitress, and this woman screaming at me, being like, carrots are straight sugar. How could you bring carrots? And I'm thinking to myself, oh my gosh, this woman. And I wasn't in the fitness industry then. I worked out, but I was thinking to myself, but you're going to have 6 glasses of Cabernet.
Yeah.
Okay. Guess those carbs don't count.
Bring the wine, skip the carrots. Yeah.
But that's what I mean.
Wait, that's a t-shirt. Go on. I'm going to write that down.
All of these little silly things that we've ever tried to follow, the big ones that are going to make an impact on your physique and your health, that is protein, fiber, and water. You want to be, you want to have protein with every meal. You want to have plenty of fiber, soluble and insoluble. You need a good ratio. You'll see that too. You'll see these people, these fit spos, and they all have crazy gut issues because all they're eating all the time is chicken and broccoli.
Oh,
right. Because now you screwed up digestion.
Let's explain to everybody the difference between soluble and insoluble fiber.
Okay, that we will have to do another podcast on that because there's 3 different kinds of insoluble and then soluble. We're gonna have to break it down.
So for right now, we're gonna say just make sure you're eating your vegetables, and some fruit.
Yes.
And fruit is God's dessert. God gave us fruit for dessert.
Yes. And the other thing too is you can, without causing much disruption to any kind of gut protocol or anything like that, you can always add psyllium husk. That's a very safe add-in.
It makes some people gassy though, but we won't go there.
Usually a safe add-in if you are a constipated lass. But yeah, we should do a fiber. Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
But yeah, so like I said, add satisfaction every time you eat. Sure, there's going to be a few extra calories with a little cheese on there or a little butter on there or a little, but in the long run, you're going to consume less calories as the day goes on. Does that make sense?
Absolutely, because you're satisfied.
And you don't need to pick.
And you, like you said, you can make, so as you're talking, I think about the way I've changed what I eat over the years. I still will put butter on stuff, but I use grass-fed ghee now.
Oh, great.
Because
That's wonderful.
I'm more concerned about being healthy than being, stick skinny.
Minute.
Right.
Yeah.
So if I want, so now I look at the quality of the ingredients.
Very nice. Very smart.
I know my daughter Gabriella uses, I don't know if I'm going to pronounce it correctly, cassava flour because she is gluten-free and can't have flour.
Sure.
She uses coconut oil to keep weight on because she has a hard time keeping weight on. So I'm, especially because of her gut issues, I just look at food totally different. And I did try to make the girls one time when they were little buckwheat pancakes.
Yeah.
I mean, didn't go over too well.
No.
But then you just pour the organic real maple syrup from the farm on it. And they don't know it's buckwheat. Okay?
No.
Like, get over it. No. But so don't say I'm not going to have the pancake, but just let's change the ingredients.
Yeah,
do you agree? I mean, that's what I've done.
Or what you could do is you could be like, listen, I'm going to, what I do a lot of times is I eat in priority because my little girl is a typical American child. Like, Mom, it's Friday, pizza?
Yeah.
Like, she's one of those. What I'll do is I'll preload. Okay, so I have an agreement with myself. Like, I'm going to have protein every meal. So what I'll do is before I go and pick up the Friday night pizza, I'll have a protein shake.
Okay.
So I get 30 grams of protein before that pizza gets there. And then I have a salad along with the pizza too. So I'm not eating the pizza like a crazy maniac anymore. I've learned to eat it in a much more controlled way, but I'm also preloading with protein and I'm also having fiber alongside with my pizza.
Okay, I like that. That's a really good tip.
Yes.
Because now you got your protein in.
Yeah.
You're a little bit fuller. Your fiber.
Yeah.
You're not going to eat as much pizza.
No. Not having 6 pieces.
And you're having some vegetables with the pizza.
Correct.
But you're not depriving yourself.
No, and I'm still having pizza. So I don't feel like I'm missing out on these moments with my child and or like, oh, I can never eat pizza again. Because this is what we all say. I'm never eating those again. And here's the truth. Yes, you are. Mm-hmm. You're going to eat them next Thursday when you feel deprived.
Right.
Okay.
Right. That is a good tip.
Yeah.
Do you have any, speaking of protein shakes, do you have a favorite one that you like? Because there's so many out there.
I was having, I was having a little whey intolerance for a while. So for me personally, I was using Beam vegan protein.
And what was, do you know what the protein source is?
Yes, it's rice.
Okay.
And I believe pumpkin, but I actually found a little bit better one with Legion. Their vegan one's a little cleaner.
Okay.
And then I'm actually switching back to whey because the dairy, the whey intolerance has cleared up.
Oh, good.
That's the other thing too. Some of these things aren't for life. Now, people with autoimmune, dairy, gluten, huge offenders, molecular mimicry, that's got to be gone for good in most cases.
I can't think of the clean protein powder. I'll mention it in another podcast that Gabriella uses because she has to be dairy free and gluten free.
Yep.
But it's super clean and it does not bloat her. It doesn't have to think about
Amazing. That's okay.
But anyway, pea protein is a thing too, right?
Pea.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Pea protein's the biggie. So you want a pea and brown rice mix is always good. There's a lot of talk and you'll see a lot of pumpkin now in there too, which is fantastic.
What Sophia, my other daughter, got me eating because she's like heavy into bodybuilding now. She got me eating chickpea pasta.
Oh, yes. Fantastic.
Because I used to eat brown rice pasta.
Yep.
And I'm like, I still feel just as heavy as if I would have eaten regular pasta. Yeah. But I didn't. Now, of course, come on, chickpea pasta. It's not my soft homemade noodles.
No.
However, if you have a good sauce on top, it doesn't matter what.
You have a good sauce.
Like we always say, we don't eat pasta because we like pasta.
We like the sauce.
We like the sauce. So who cares what you're pouring it over, right? So these are just little hacks.
Red lentil pasta is great.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a way to add satisfaction. Yeah. So there you go.
Good. And so once again, mention where people can find you because they can do one-on-one coaching, counseling with you. Mm-hmm. And you have different packages and they would get all of this wonderful advice all the time.
Yes, and I do run groups too. I'm running a 7 for Summer group now and I do a live Zoom with them every week, and I give them so many deliverables, but it's a little more affordable for people in the area.
And what's your website again?
www.e360fit.com.
And do you find that the women in your programs, is it a common comment to you? Like, wow, like this is sustainable long term.
Yes.
I feel more satisfied.
Yes.
Anybody can do the cabbage soup diet.
Yep.
Hello, been there.
Yep. No, and I'll
but you are not living
it.
on cabbage soup.
No, that's social
for
proof.
50 years.
No, social proof is everything.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Awesome. So satisfaction with every meal.
Yes.
Did we tell everybody how they'll never overindulge again? Did we
I think we
upon
did.
that?
I think we told them if they add satisfaction to every meal, because no meal is happening in isolation. So remember, you guys, you can use dairy as a condiment. You can use dietary fat as a condiment. Think about the taste you are trying to experience. Think about the mouthfeel. That's a big one. A lot of people like, do I want it crispy, crunchy, salty, sweet? Think about the mouthfeel. Think about a pleasant ritual. Alleviate a craving.
Awesome.
Yeah.
You're awesome. Okay,
Thanks.
listen, guys.
Okay.
Go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you didn't. And join us again for Wellness Podcast number 4. We're going to be talking about how scarcity shows up and impacts your food decisions. And the funny part about that one is Elisa's going to share with you why everything is your parents' fault.
Yes. No, I'm not. She is such a stinker.
Okay.
She's so mean.
But it is.